Good morning. So last night we had about another mile to go. We were going to get to the shelter that was 16.8, and then we saw a sign on the trail. The Appalachian Trail goes right there. For that there was trail magic down here. It was the campground host, and so we came down and we got hamburger, hot dog, and they let us actually tent here on the staff site or on the host site, so for free. So that was really nice. They have a bathroom there. We're just packing up and getting ready to go now. We are gonna head. We got 8 miles, Faith, to get to the 8 miles to get to the wayside to go for lunch. So this is how close the campground is right to the trail. You can see it. We're on trail now. There's our white blaze. There's the campground. And you just have to go to campground 1. And that's where he's like the campground host. And so when we got down there, so this tells you here, see, he's the campground host, go to site 1. When we got down there, he offered, so we each got a hot dog, a hamburger, he had chips, he had a beer, and then in the little the shack where you pay to stay, he has it set up that we go in and sign a registry, and then they have a hiker food, and you can, each person gets to pick 2 items of food and candy. There was a piece of candy. So I had 2 things of this. It almost looks like Spam. And Faith you got pudding. And pudding. Faith got chips and pudding. They had Rice Krispie squares. They had oatmeal. They had lots of stuff to choose from. Some fruit and nut bars, types of things like that. So it was a really nice thing that they had for us. And then he found us even Gold. She's a section hiker, Gold Star. She came in a little bit later, and there wasn't a lot of flat spots left on that site, but he had another site. He moved her over to another site that he was allowed to set somebody up on, and so she got to stay too. It doesn't seem like he'll turn anybody away if you want to come in there and stay. So that was a really nice thing to do for the hikers. Much appreciated. And now we're gonna start hiking and try to get to the wayside. Okay, we're about 4 miles-ish before the wayside. We stopped for a little bit, and I did the video that I've been trying to do for months, talking about the injustice that has been happening with regards to Sammy's trial, the trial for Sammy's murder. I had a little meltdown. I knew I would. That's why I've been delaying it. So I'm going to be posting it. I'm going to just post it today. And then instead of delaying it like these ones, I want to get it out. We have the sentencing. We're just talking about where we're going to land for the sentencing, because we need to land. There's a 2 days scheduled for it. I don't know if it'll take all 2 days, but we need to land where we have reliable internet service so that we can log on and watch. And hopefully, we still haven't heard yet if we could do our victim impact statements virtually. Sam and Bridget put in the request that we could do that. So we'll see if we're allowed to do them virtually. But even if we're not, we need to see what happens. It's going to be a rough couple days listening to all my families, their impact statements. It's going to be rough. So we're actually just talking. We're hoping we land in Harper's Ferry, and it'll be we'll get our new tags and hang out there for a couple of days and try to get through this. But I've been crying about this for a month already, thinking about listening to Sam and Bridget and having to talk to the person who took away their world. And my kids, I didn't read my kids' impact statements. I just couldn't. So it's gonna be a rough few days for everybody. So if you are someone that prays, please pray for my family.
It's right here.
Right there? I wonder if it'll go. So now the butterfly, I had to go in to try to get my burger fixed again, but now the butterfly is just hanging out on Faith. Okay, we're not quite back on the AT. We just walked up the road from the wayside. The wayside was a very busy place. This it was very touristy. Like it said on there, hiker-sized portions. That's not what I would consider. Far out said.
They're known for their big portions.
Oh yeah. So they said they're known for their big portions. We did not see that. I was actually really excited when I first got in there because the menu on the board actually stated, so if there was a burger, it would tell you underneath if it contained eggs, dairy, gluten, or whatever. And they had like gluten-free options for buns and things like that for people. So that was great. The only problem was when I ordered it, and even though the chicken burger had no egg or dairy in it, I could tell there was a special sauce, which was, you could tell is mayo based, but you could have gotten barbecue, and that's what would have made it egg free. So I said, I'm allergic to dairy and eggs, so I can't have any mayo. So like make sure there's no mayo products on there, which they brought it with mayo products. And I had paid extra to have it with onion rings. She said I could have the onion rings. So I paid extra for that for the side instead of having the chips. But they brought it to me with the mayo sauce on it. So that's fine. I brought it back. They brought it to me again the exact same way. So I had to bring it back and say, just tell them no sauce at all. And it's like the girl that was working there, it's not her fault. And she kept apologizing. She offered me ice cream. But I was like, no, like I'm actually allergic to dairy. So no, I appreciate it, but thank you. And then, it took 3 tries to get the burger right, but then they brought me French fries instead of the onion rings on the last one. Then it's like, no, I said, I'm not taking it back. I'm eating. This is my 3rd thing that came in front of me. I'm eating it. I'll have the French fries. But it was pretty expensive, especially like when you kind of compare when we were in Waynesboro to that Chinese buffet. It was like $30 for the 2 of us, and I had a tea, and this was $45, and it really was not great portions, and it was, yeah. I did enjoy my chicken burger. Yeah.
And then when I went back in after to get the milkshake
Mm-hmm. The fries didn't taste like they were really actually done. I didn't care for them. Didn't look like real fries. I don't know what that kind of thing was, but and it didn't taste. It tasted a little bit like raw potato inside, so I didn't care for that. But and then we're on the road as we're walking back. There's all these sports cars like going by like crazy, and I have no idea what that was. But then a little Jeep pulls up and says, "Hey!"
There's 4 of them in there.
Yeah.
There was a guy in the back seat.
Yeah. And he's like, do you want a beer? And so, of course, Faye's like, yeah. So they pulled over. He hiked last year. So he was like, yeah, there's some hikers there.
That wasn't the way he was going. He came down the road that way to see him.
Yeah, they saw us leaving, and so they followed us down that way and offered us a beer. So Faith has a nice cold beer in her pack. She wouldn't open it on the road, but we'll open it when we get back on the trail. And then they turned around and went back. Then, yeah, he said he threw. I said, of course hikers want beer. And he's like, yeah, I threw hike last year. Yeah, he's like, I know. Yeah, on a hot day like this, yeah. So we're back on trail. It was nice. I actually did enjoy the chicken burger. It was, and it's really, and I told her, I says, that is amazing. I've never seen anybody who had the menus labeled like that. That is something that is easy, makes it easier for the staff too, for somebody ordering, instead of having to ask the staff, what can I have? They read the menu and it says it right there. And if you got your big 8 covered, you got a lot of people covered, right? And they did have a vegan burger that you could order that had vegan burger and a vegan sauce for it. So yeah, so it was that was a good little adventure, something we needed to do. And I had to get a video uploaded for tomorrow. I did upload the video that I made this morning about Justice for Sammy, and I got tomorrow's video uploaded. So, and then I gotta work on a few more so that when we come up to camp stores or anywhere where I can actually get some service, I can get a few of them uploaded. But we've been trying to get in more miles, and we had so much to do when we were in Waynesboro. We were only in there like for the one day, so I didn't get a ton done. I'm running out of the videos now, so I gotta get working on that. But it's hard when we're trying to push more miles during the day, getting in later at night, and I want to go sleep, but I'm going to just try to do one a day, and then as soon as I get some kind of service, I'll try to get it uploaded. But so this was a 0.4 off, which, I mean, we needed, everybody said, yeah, Faith had to try the blackberry milkshakes while she's in the Shenandoah. So she's got that done. And we had to go off to at least one of the waysides to make that happen. So she's got that done anyway, and now we're heading back down to the trail.
What day are you on? Like, how long have you been out?
Since February 23rd.
Wow. That's my birthday.
Is it really? Yeah. Oh, then maybe it's a good luck day. Yeah. Okay, so it's just after 5, and we had blown like 2.5 hours going to that wayside. We were trying to find Faith a charger. Also was one thing, and so she thought, well, she'll try there because it'll be a bigger store, a bigger thing. The blackberry milkshake was not very good. She said it just tastes like a normal milkshake, but there was another lady there who had them before and had one that day, and she said this isn't the normal one. She said usually there's big chunks of blackberries in there, so she figured maybe they were a little bit overwhelmed and busy today. It was Saturday. It was very touristy and very busy in there today, so that could have been the problem. They didn't have a charger for Faith. We need to try to find super glue for her shoes. So there is a camp store and a wayside about 0.1 off, I think tomorrow or the next day. So we'll try again. Maybe she'll try another blackberry milkshake. But we feel like the last few days that we're just chasing sleep. We're tired. Feel like we're behind all the time and just kind of pushing it to the edge and not really hitting, like we've been hitting just, we did 20.6, then we did a 17, a 16.8, and then a 15.8 yesterday. We were going to go to 15 today. We were heading there now because we figured we'd get there between like 6:30 or 7-ish, depending on the terrain. But we stopped right here. There's this beautiful overlook, and in on the other side of the trail, there was one nice little tent site. So we are going to set up here at 5 o'clock. There is, Faith said she saw, like, that we had when we first got over here, there's 3 or 4 bars of service right here. So I'm going to try to get some videos done, get them uploaded. We're going to have something to eat, go to bed early, try to catch up. So it was an 11-mile day today, so it didn't feel very productive, but it is what it is. So, and then we'll start fresh tomorrow, and hopefully we'll actually get some bigger miles tomorrow and feel not like like we can't even move at 5 o'clock. Yeah. So that was the day. We did meet. It was kind of a fun day for some things, eh, Faith? Like, yeah, like the trail magic that was on the run.
Restful.
It did. Yeah, it kind of felt restful because we
didn't do it. I didn't push myself very hard.
Yeah, we didn't push hard. We had the random trail magic on the road where they followed us and was like, hey, you want a beer? Then we met 3 girls on the trail. They wanted us to take their pictures at an overlook. They took ours, and then the one girl, her friend is hiking, and so we were chit-chatting with them. That was really nice, chit-chatting with them. And her friend, they remembered they said her trail name had something to do with being clumsy. And I'm like, oh, well, her and Faith will get along well. And then she remembered, she says, it's called Tippy. She's Tippy. And I said, oh, Tippy and Tumbleweed. We're going to call Faith Tumbleweed. It's like, yeah, Tippy and Tumbleweed. I'd like to hike with the 2 of them and see how the day goes. But anyway, so this is our plan, is we're going to set up here. We're going to get some rest, upload some videos, and hope tomorrow we start out with some actual fresh legs and fresh spirit and get a bigger day. Anyway, good night.